Good morning, wrestling fans. Today is Friday, April 28th, 2023. Lance Brock here to talk some pro wrestling on this Friday episode of GMWF. Another little bit of a rainy day here in Taylor, Michigan this morning. In case you missed it last night, there's a new episode of 360 Wrestling Fanatic available now in your podcast feed, wherever you listen to 360 Wrestling podcasts. Recapping last night's episodes of Impact Wrestling on Access TV and Ring of Honor on Honor Club. So those are available now. And I just got a notification from Ringside News. I actually heard this the other day on Sunday night's main event from Mike McGuire. And there's a very rare trading card of The Rock that is now the highest selling WWE trading card of all time. What I understand is there's only one made of it, so that's why it is very rare. I want to say it's The Rock giving Stone Cold the rock bottom. If I'm wrong about that, I apologize, but I want to say that's what I heard Mike McGuire say, what is on the trading card. And right now I can't think of how much it sold for, but this is the highest selling WWE trading card of all time. And before, I believe the one before it was the Hulk Hogan rookie card from back in the day. But what I understand is that this is the new one sold for the most money, I believe. And last night also I discussed a little bit of the news that's been going on and regarding Impact Wrestling's major announcement that is supposed to be made tonight in Chicago at the Impact tapings. And everything online, all the reports are saying that the announcement will be that Trinity Fatu is coming to Impact Wrestling. Of course, I'm sure everybody knows Trinity as Naomi in WWE. If you watch Total Divas, they did call her, she went by Trinity on the show, her real name. And I saw something about maybe a week or so ago, that her new post WWE name was going to be Trinity Star, I think. So maybe if she is going to Impact, she may use that as her ring name. And I talked about this a little bit, but I wouldn't mind seeing her, maybe not right away, but eventually have a feud with Deonna Purrazzo for the Knockouts Championship. I think those two could have a good series of matches. Of course, Naomi, when she started in WWE, she was one of the Funkadactyls with Cameron. They came out and danced for Brodus Clay's entrance. But after that, she definitely improved in the ring. And when she was still in WWE at one time, there was rumors about her maybe being put with the bloodline since she is married to Jimmy Uso. Sorry about that. And that obviously never happened. And her and Sasha Banks, which was a big news story, walking out of WWE, and Sasha Banks, now known as Mercedes Moné, she right now still has at least one appearance that I know of for New Japan Pro Wrestling coming up. And there's speculation about if she will appear at New Japan and AEW Forbidden Door in June, which I would be glad to see that if that does take place. And let's talk about what is on TV for pro wrestling tonight. It starts early today, this week. A reminder, AEW Rampage. Sorry about that, I had to pause the recording real quick. AEW Rampage will be airing today, 5:30 p.m. Eastern on TNT. Around this time, I've gotten used to now when it's playoff season for the NBA and the NHL will be, especially Rampage, will cause some delays with the scheduling, which last week Rampage aired on Saturday night, back on Friday this week, just an earlier start time. And I'm not sure if it was the last 5:30 start or if it was the one before it, but I know that one of the times that Rampage started at 5:30, the rating was actually pretty good, and it was up from a bit than the previous episodes. And most recently, the times Rampage has aired after basketball games, either NBA or college basketball, the ratings were up from the most previous weeks. But unfortunately, last Saturday they did not have no basketball on at all, no hockey on, and the ratings did suffer. I guess you could say they tanked. But hopefully today won't be so bad, even though it's an early 5:30 p.m. start. Actually, that's not just Eastern time either. I believe that is coast to coast, like Dynamite was last week, where I'll be live for everybody right at 5:30. And then tonight at the regular scheduled time, we have WWE Friday Night SmackDown on Fox. So that's our Friday night pro wrestling lineup tonight. And that's all for this episode of GMWF. Thank you everyone for listening on Spreaker or anywhere you can listen to 360 Wrestling Podcasts, whichever you choose to listen at. Remember, if you have any comments, questions, suggestions, you can leave them in the comments section right here on Spreaker, or if where you are listening has a comment section, just leave them right there. For example, you can listen to the podcast on YouTube as well. Leave a comment there, leave a like, leave a share, all that good stuff. Also, subscribe to the 360 YouTube channels. And speaking of the email, if there's anyone out there that owns a business or a company or has a product and you want to advertise right here on GMWF or 360 Wrestling Fanatic or any of the other 360 podcasts, you can just email 360 Wrestling Podcast at gmail.com. And hopefully we can work something out. And hopefully to have more episodes of 360 Wrestling Fanatic coming at you soon. Have done pretty good this week, but we'll be back tomorrow with the Saturday episode of GMWF. Hope everyone has a great Friday today, TGIF. Hope everyone enjoys AEW Rampage. Hope everyone enjoys WWE Friday Night SmackDown. And I will talk to you tomorrow. Until then, keep watching pro wrestling.